everybody. Welcome to another episode of Backstage Pass. I'm Kim. By my side, as always, is Nicole.
Hello, everyone.
In case you can't tell, it is the holiday season. So Santa's little helpers are joined by another little helper, the beautiful up-and-coming Miss Erica Leigh. How are you?
Honk! Not little.
Little?
Not little. No. Erica Leigh, big. I'm big.
Big.
So,
big. Larger than life.
Big Santa helper.
Santa's right-hand woman.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, move over, Mrs. Claus.
I'm digging the sweater.
Thank you. I've had this for many years.
Hasn't shown any wear and tear, so.
No, I keep it pristine. Shrink wrapped. On the off season.
So now that we know your off-season Christmas shirt habits, let's get down to business. So tonight we actually saw you make your debut here at MCW.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was a great match. It was great to have you here.
Thank you.
As women, it's nice to see them bring in women, but we don't care about that promo stuff and who was in the ring with you. We want to know you. We want you.
I'm the favorite.
You
said, I don't care about Gia. I don't care about Quinn. I don't care about Nikita. I care about Erica.
Yes,
All
that's
right.
exactly what I said.
All right.
So let's find out. So women in wrestling, it's not something you see a lot of women get into. We're seeing a lot more women in it. Who were you watching that made you say, I'm not going to be a fan anymore. I'm getting in the ring?
So I didn't watch as a kid. I started tuning into wrestling about 2015. And honestly, it was the first Mae Young Classic. I literally cried watching some of those matches and was like, you know what? This is possible for me. Like, this is moving. It's emotional. I'm invested. And I don't want to just be like duking on the couch anymore. I want to be in the ring. That's really what did it. A little bit, not a typical answer, because a lot of people watched as children. And people around my age will say like Lita or Trish. But yeah, watching the Mae Young Classic was very emotional and moving for me, and definitely motivated me to find a training center or a barn, which is where I trained.
Was that in 2015?
2017 or 2018. I think I started, yeah.
What has been your favorite memory that comes to mind since 2017 to 2021 in wrestling? What comes to mind when I say favorite memory? Favorite something?
I'm just getting like tossed around all mentally. Wrestling has brought me to so many different opportunities and places, and not even just wrestling wise. I was in a music video for Iron Reagan, just because they were wrestling fans, and they were like, we kind of want to do like a bar brawl between like the band and a group of wrestlers. So, I'm hopping on that, and that was an amazing experience. And even though it's not wrestling, I would never have gotten there without it. Gosh, yeah. Some of my earlier matches are like really memorable probably, when everything's new, you're like storing it away. Like, this is the first time I did this is the first time I did that. Everything's very special. But Jordan Blade and I have had so many matches, partners, opponents, what have you. And we had several tag matches where she turned on me after. Every time. But I think it was like the second time we teamed together, and it was maybe my like 10th or 12th, under 15 matches. And we teamed against Leigh Luck and Kylie Ray. And it was like, what? Like, me? Like, and it ended up being a really good match. And it was I actually like broke my ankle during it. But it ended up being a good match, and really fun and really memorable, just because of like, you never think you're ready for an opportunity until you're in it, and then you do it, and you either crap your pants or, hold your hand up in victory. And we lost a match, but I felt like, victorious at the end when break curtain again, and you're like, wow, we did that. There's no reason we should have done that. Like,
and to be clear, there was no crapping of the pants. So maybe your hand didn't get raised in victory, but there was no crapping of the pants.
Not yet. but there was no reason it should have been as good as it was, considering how early in my career I was and training and just all the things I did not know. Whew. So yeah, that's definitely a memorable one.
Now, outside of the ring, what are you doing? I mean, I'm guessing, I might be wrong, but I'm guessing this is probably not what you do for your living at this point.
It's not. No. I do have another job, but my main occupation, what I really prioritize my time doing, is playing with my dog and watching movies and going to the gym. And, work doesn't really factor in, clock in, clock out. I don't want to be there. I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about other things. There's so much life to be lived. And I don't, job?
What is that?
Yeah, no.
What is that?
Paying my bills, sure, but I'm not thinking about it. This is, at any given moment during the day, I'm thinking about wrestling in some capacity, how I want to present myself, who I want to beat up, what the next step is. So
good. And then, so I guess you right now, I mean, the sky's the limit. You have to have your eyes. Everyone, of course, nobody here would believe you if you said, no, I would never want to go to like AEW or WWE. So we're not even asking.
TV,
right?
Ew.
Who would want that job? But can you see now, if it didn't happen, would you feel like this was a waste? Or, I mean,
damn, that's
it's deep. I went deep on you.
Question.
We're taking
Yeah,
all
what
over
the
the
hell?
place here, right?
No, I have given a lot of thought to that, because we're all trying to make it to the same 10 spots, right? So you got to think realistically about, some aspects of it. Really, well, what's next? How can I get where? What am I going to do to achieve these goals? And I have always been of the mindset, let me see how far I can get. I have no expectations. The business owes you nothing. People love to say that. But truly have no clue. Like, I want to see how far I can get and push myself and what I can do better the next day or the next show or the next, month. I've been having a very fun time. I've been having a good time. I never thought that I would get as far as I have, so I see no reason why I won't get further. And I recently was on AEW Dark, and I thought I was going to be like paralyzed with nerves, right? Mm-hmm. And as soon as I got in the ring and in front of all those people, about like 5,000 people, I was like,
Nerves out the window.
Yeah, all right. I think this is a pretty good fit. I think I can hang around. And it was extremely like gratifying, or not gratifying, but it kind of made me feel like, all right, I can do this. Like, I can aim high. I can keep pushing myself, and we'll see how far I get. But to feel at home on like the biggest stage I've been on, I was like, right on, cool. This is good. This is I'm moving in the right direction.
Kind of tells you I'm doing something I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
it's not
definitely.
like okay, I'm gonna stick to just a couple hundred on it. You were like, I'm home. I'm home.
Give me more people. I want 10,000.
You guys have one of those things you want me to sign? I'm ready.
Hey, yeah, I have a pretty good signature. You want to see it? But no, there's ton more work to be done. And I don't see it as like selling myself short or whatever, to just say like I'm not there yet. I think it's extremely important to be realistic and look at yourself and be like, what work do you have to do still to get where you want to be? Because not everybody's ready. Like, a lot of people want to be like, oh my God, you need to be everywhere, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, not everybody's ready today.
Yep.
Some people, this bun got to go back in the oven, get baked a little longer. But I believe in myself. I think sky's the limit, like you said.
And you're so nice and approachable. I mean, from the second, we met you, nice, happy to be here, all of that. But we're women, and we do that catty thing. So I'm not going to ask you who, but in your experience so far, have you had any of those where you're like, oh, I hope I never have to work that person again? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to know who the biggest bitch is,
Spill the tea, girlfriend.
it's men. There is no one cattier on earth than men in wrestling. Are you joking? They're two-faced bitches. It's crazy how much shit they talk. And honestly, like, women get the bad rep, but like the men, oh my God, the men, they're talking about each other constantly. It's crazy. Y'all need to, like, Gossip Girl, nothing on these boys. Nothing.
Says a lot. Says a lot about the business, huh?
For real. I mean, like, yeah, every human gossips. Every human, does that. But all in all, the women that I have met in wrestling have been so incredibly supportive of each other and just here to do a job. Let's work it out together. Okay, maybe we didn't get along. Maybe we didn't like our match together. But it really is the men who are, like, constantly behind each other's back, just, oh, hey.
Door closed.
Did you hear? All the time.
Well, that's surprising because you would think, the women would be like, that looks great. Oh my God, she wore that. Can you believe she wore the elf costume the whole night?
Did you see that dopey sweater?
Like, we told her it was on camera, right? Like, the sweater.
Women, though, they're blunt. Some of them will say straight how it is. I think, Kim, you're one of them. You'll say it straight how it is.
Oh, not true. I'm shy. I'm quiet. I'm reserved. I don't like to hurt anyone's feelings.
It's tough. It's tough. There's a fine line between, like, being, like, direct and honest and then just being so abrasive that people don't want to listen to you, right? How the hell are you going to get your point across if you're so rude that nobody's listening, Fine line. And when you're already in a situation, an environment where, like, tension is high, emotions are high, people are, hyped up, it's tough to talk it out sometimes, but, we get there.
Well, we're going to play a little word association with you. So we're going to say a name. You just tell us what comes to mind. We're not going to limit you to one word answer. So you can just give us a little blip about each person. Nicole?
Billy Dixon.
Visionary. Completely. He has a mind for the business like no other. The storytelling and the details and the drive, the creativity, visionary.
Now, you mentioned this one before, Jordan Blade.
Badass. Badass. That girl's so tough. Honestly, like, she'll murder you. She's almost murdered me, and we're friends. No, she is. She works so hard. It's insane. And it's a business that's built off of a lot of it's an aesthetic business. It's a, like, superficial business. It's people have their preferences, and she works so hard, busts her ass for everything that she has. And I hope everything good comes to her. Badass.
I got another one for you. Killian McMurphy.
Clown.
You heard it here first, folks.
I don't think I need to expand. Song and dance man. Big clown.
Gotcha. Well, I'm going to actually, before I give you this last name, I'm going to kind of have to do that thing where, like, the fourth wall comes down. Larry, could you duck? Oh, thanks. How about Edith Surreal?
I'm doing a thing. Does this count as a word?
It does.
Because she's got those long limbs, and she's so, like, graceful and artistic, and yes, Larry, the pose. Talk about an aesthetic business. She has such an eye for design and presentation, and, like, oof. She's artsy. I don't know. I'm trying this. That's what it is. This.
You make her look like dancing seaweed. And Larry hit it on point. Larry was like, no, it's a pose.
Well, she does these too. Can we get Larry? Come do the pose. Larry, come do the pose.
see it.
She does a lot.
She does a lot.
But she.
Wow, you put some stank on that one.
When she gets introduced, and I love it.
Okay. Yeah, that was it. That was perfect. Just for the record, when he was off camera, it didn't have that much stink on it.
It
He
did.
really hammed it up. Okay.
Yeah. He gave you guys the money.
One the only, Mr. Larry Legend. I want to ask, where can fans find you online? Where can we keep up with you?
At Erica Wrestles. I believe Instagram has an underscore in between Erica and Wrestles. But on Twitter, it's just Erica Wrestles. And if you look up Erica Leigh or Erica Wrestles, I'll pop up. I'm right there. You'll see my face. Honk, honk. I suggest Twitter. You know, like if you gotta pick one, do both. But if you gotta do one, Twitter is much more fun. I let the poos and the peas fly.
Limited to 150 characters.
Something like that.
So
You can put a thread together.
Now, let's stop there for a second because the poos and the peas fly.
The poos and the poo poo and the pee pee.
the Hong Kong.
And the poo poo, the pee pee, and a honk honk honk, baby. Anytime there's something silly going on, there's a lot of discourse on Twitter, right? Tons of discourse. And it can be very circular, very like, we're piling on, everyone's talking, we're piling on, it's the same thing, same talking points. I slide in there with a poo poo pee pee. And you know what? I'm getting double digits on those bad boys. Sometimes over 100 likes on poo poo pee pee. People love it. They're eating my poo poo pee pee up. They are.
That's a whole different website. That's a whole different
You
site.
can find it on Twitter. Because sometimes it comes on my timeline and I'm like, who is liking this? Killian McMurphy. Wow. Buddy.
Just throwing it out there right there.
Get another one, you know? Like,
Use a different name.
not
Jeez.
on Maine. Come on.
Well, Erica, it has been a pleasure having you here at MCW Backstage Pass. I've enjoyed talking to you. I know Kim has enjoyed talking to you.
Well, you'll
A
tell
little
me.
bit, because my face hurts from laughing. So you made this
Oh,
one easy and fun. So
Sweet.
this was
Thank you.
an easy night at the office for me.
Yeah, and we're all dressed very holiday.
Yeah, festive.
Right? It's like we didn't know we sent the memo, but you got the memo.
I was told to be festive.
There you go.
I was told, and I told someone else to be festive. I told Dustin. I told Big Dust to wear some Christmas. He didn't. He said bet, and then he didn't.
Well, we are grateful for the time you gave us,
Thank
and
you so
I
much.
hope that we see more of you here.
Oh, me too.
But in the meantime, you guys know where to find her.
Honk honk.